The moment unfolded live on television, and within minutes it was echoing across social media platforms around the world. What began as a routine political and cultural discussion quickly turned into a viral media flashpoint when Megyn Kelly publicly mocked Meghan Markle's use of the Sussex title during a live interview. The remark was brief, sharp, and delivered with unmistakable sarcasm, but its impact was immediate. By the end of the broadcast, clips were already circulating online, sparking fierce debate, renewed controversy, and intense speculation about how the Duchess of Sussex would respond to yet another public challenge to her identity and status. If you found this report insightful, take a moment to reflect on how celebrity culture shapes health trends and why responsible conversation matters. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for more in-depth coverage that goes beyond the headlines and keeps you informed as these stories continue to unfold. Share this video, leave your thoughts in the comments section. According to viewers who watched the interview in real time, the moment came unexpectedly. Megyn Kelly, known for her blunt commentary and unapologetic media style, was discussing public figures who continue to use royal titles while living outside the United Kingdom. As the conversation turned toward Meghan Markle, Kelly paused, smiled, and made a pointed remark questioning the relevance and authenticity of the Sussex title in Meghan's current life in California. The studio audience reacted with audible surprise, and the co-hosts appeared momentarily caught off guard by the directness of the comment. Within hours, the clip became one of the most shared television moments of the day. Supporters of Megyn Kelly praised her for saying what they believe many critics have long felt, while supporters of Meghan Markle condemned the comment as disrespectful and unnecessary. Media analysts quickly weighed in, noting that the exchange tapped into a much larger and ongoing debate about royal titles, personal branding, and the complicated legacy of Harry and Meghan's departure from royal duties. Sources close to Meghan Markle say the Duchess was shocked by the public nature of the mockery. While Meghan has faced years of criticism from tabloids, commentators, and political figures, this moment stood out because it occurred during a mainstream live broadcast rather than in an opinion column or online post. Insiders claim Megyn viewed the comment not just as a personal slight, but as part of a broader pattern of public figures openly challenging her legitimacy and choices since stepping back from royal life. The Sussex title has remained a sensitive subject since Harry and Meghan's exit from the royal family in 2020. Although they agreed to stop using the HRH style, they retained the Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles. For Meghan and Harry, the titles have continued to represent their formal connection to the monarchy, even as they built new lives in the United States. Critics, however, argue that the titles have become tools for branding rather than symbols of service, a criticism Megyn Kelly has voiced repeatedly in the past. During the interview, Kelly framed her comment as a broader cultural critique rather than a personal attack. She questioned whether royal titles should carry weight outside the institution they originate from, especially when those holding them have publicly distanced themselves from royal responsibilities. That framing, however, did little to soften the reaction from Meghan's supporters, who accused Kelly of deliberately humiliating the Duchess for ratings and attention. Social media reaction was swift and deeply divided. Hashtags related to the interview trended across multiple platforms, with users dissecting every word and facial expression from the broadcast. Some viewers applauded Kelly's candor, describing the moment as overdue accountability. Others described it as mean-spirited and emblematic of what they see as ongoing media hostility toward Meghan Markle. The polarized response reflected the enduring divide that surrounds Meghan's public image. Royal commentators were quick to contextualize the moment within the larger narrative of Harry and Meghan's strained relationship with the press. Several analysts noted that Meghan has long argued that media commentary often crosses the line from critique into ridicule. They suggested that Kelly's comment would likely reinforce Meghan's belief that certain segments of the media remain openly antagonistic toward her, regardless of her current role or activities. At the same time, critics pointed out that Meghan and Harry have continued to position themselves as global public figures, making them subject to scrutiny and commentary. They argued that televised criticism, even when sharp, comes with the territory of celebrity and influence. From this perspective, Megyn Kelly's remark was seen as part of a broader public conversation rather than a personal attack. Behind the scenes, reports suggest that Meghan's team closely monitored the fallout from the interview. While no official statement was released immediately, sources indicated that discussions were taking place about whether responding publicly would amplify the controversy or allow it to fade. Historically, Meghan has alternated between silence and carefully timed responses when facing criticism, often choosing moments that align with larger projects or public appearances. The timing of the incident also drew attention. The mockery came amid renewed discussion about the Sussex's future projects, including media ventures and philanthropic initiatives. Some observers speculated that the comment could complicate efforts to maintain a carefully managed public image focused on advocacy and storytelling rather than royal controversy. Others suggested that moments like this only reinforce the Sussex's narrative of being targeted by hostile commentators. Megyn Kelly, for her part, did not appear to retreat from her statement. In subsequent commentary, she defended her right to question public figures and their use of titles, emphasizing that her criticism was about transparency and accountability, not personal animosity. She framed the backlash as proof of how sensitive and polarized the topic has become, arguing that open discussion should not be shut down by accusations of cruelty or bias. Media scholars noted that the exchange highlights a shifting media landscape where traditional boundaries between news, opinion, and entertainment continue to blur. A single remark made on live television can now trigger global debates within minutes, with public figures forced to respond in real time to narratives they do not control. In Megyn's case, the incident underscored how closely her identity remains tied to her royal past, even as she seeks to define herself beyond it. For Meghan Markle, the shock reportedly stemmed less from the criticism itself and more from its tone and platform. Live television offers no buffer, no chance for clarification or response in the moment. The immediacy of the mockery, combined with Kelly's influential platform, made the moment feel particularly pointed. Those close to Megyn say it reinforced her sense that her every move remains under a microscope. As the story continued to dominate headlines, public attention turned to what might come next. Would Megyn address the comment directly, ignore it entirely?